house keeps families together every step of the way. Staying at our house within eyesight and walking distance to Children's Hospital, families ensure their child is never alone. Advocating for their best care, there's also plenty of time for connection with lots of
We don't know what the weather is going to be like around here. I do get really anxious during storms.
That's why they chose HailGuard. When performance leads, confidence follows. Backed by the first and only asphalt shingle system with a hail warranty.
That just gives us more peace of mind.
This is the only asphalt product on the market that has the manufacturer warranty targeting the hail damage, and it gives me a lot of confidence as a contractor.
Engineered for enhanced impact performance. Built to protect homes and reputations. HailGuard shingles. Built for hail.
Alrighty, Matt Meister here on Peaks to Plains Weather. It is going to be a busy afternoon. Second set of live coverage updates of the day. Let's jump into it. Tamco Building Products and their HailGuard shingles beyond Class 4, bringing us severe thunderstorm coverage here on Peaks to Plains Weather. And the areas where we have the strongest storms currently are up across the Palmer Divide. I'll show you that here via Tamco live radar. And you can see there are 3 different warnings that we have up across the Palmer Divide as well. And the storms are just heading into an environment that's more favorable for strengthening. So because of that, the National Weather Service and the Storm Prediction Center have issued a severe thunderstorm watch for Douglas County, Elbert County, Lincoln County, Cheyenne County, Kit Carson County, areas off across northeastern Colorado. including the Denver metro area, until 8 o'clock this evening. We also have a flash flood warning that is currently up for the Aspen Acres fire. It's currently not raining over the fire. That storm has moved out of there. We'll keep an eye on that. That flash flood warning is up through 4 p.m. There are two different severe thunderstorm warnings. We will take a look at those here. One of them is in southern Jeffco and western Douglas County. This is for a storm that could be producing some hail around an inch or so in diameter. This is in effect until 2 o'clock, the top of the hour. The other severe thunderstorm warning is for far eastern, northeastern, let's call it, El Paso County, also until 2 o'clock. The newest warning here is a flash flood warning for the southwestern part of Elbert County and southeastern corner of Douglas County until 4:30 this afternoon. And I want to focus on these storms here because they have been very, very slow moving. Currently along Elbert Road off to the east of Highway 83 is where the strongest storms are, and we have seen the heaviest rain. So up to the north of the county line here is where the heaviest rain has been. And let me show you over the last hour where the heavy rain has been kind of falling here. Like I said, just to the east of Highway 83 that runs up through Black Forest, through Douglas County. If you've never driven that, stunning part of Colorado. It's just beautiful. But you can see where some of the brighter green is. We are around or over an inch on the radar estimations. And as I showed you, it is still coming down in this area. So if I go back here, you can see if we loop this over the last 45 minutes, watch where the flash flood warning is. There have been multiple cores impacting that area, and so that's why some of the rain has been over an inch, and we're still getting heavy rain there. Kiowa is catching a thunderstorm right now. That one is not severe, but it is strengthening. It is impacting the Elbert County Fair. We will keep an eye on that. Calhan with the thunderstorm rolling through, now moving away from the area. And Woodland Park, Palmer Lake, Monument, all being impacted by some developing thunderstorms as well along Highway 67 here to the north of Woodland Park. You're hearing some thunder in town right now. Palmer Lake, you're hearing some thunder. There is some rain off to your south. To the north of the cadet area at the Air Force Academy, and those are all moving off to the east here. So a couple things to watch, some developing thunderstorms over the Colorado Springs area as well. Again, it's as these storms move off to the northeast, we'll continue to see a threat of heavy rain and severe weather over the next couple of hours. And here's how the afternoon is going to play out. The biggest risk overall today is for heavy rain and for wind gusts around 60 miles per hour as the storms that are over the Palmer Divide keep rolling off to the east. As the initial thunderstorms grow, or there may be sort of a pulsing that happens over the course of 90 minutes or 2 hours, the storms will have little windows where they could put down some hail around an inch, maybe a little bit bigger in diameter. That threat won't last long. The updraft will weaken a little bit, and the straight line wind threat with the storms will increase. And so that's kind of how I expect the evolution of these storms to go through the afternoon. But there's a wave that is driving all of this and is going to send all the storms off to the east through the afternoon and evening and then gradually wind down. But over the eastern plains, if you've missed out on rain yesterday or you missed out the last week or so, maybe today is your day because we are going to have a good coverage of them. So that's where we sit right now. I want to give you a heads up about this for the remainder of the afternoon. Every time we're doing live coverage, I invite and encourage you to be a part of it. You put one of these two links into the browser on your phone, and you can come on here with us at Peaks to Plains Weather and join our coverage. Always be in a safe place to be able to do that. I'm not going to bring you on if you are in the middle of a thunderstorm that is coming down and you're trying to be out in it or something like that. But if you're looking at the storm from a distance, or if the storm has already moved through your area, we'd love to talk to you. This is Neighbors Helping Neighbors. This is our weather together. This is one of the ways that you can do that. So I want to leave that up here a little bit and let you see that. Of course, our severe thunderstorm coverage on Peaks to Plains Weather is made possible by Tamco Building Products and their Hail Guard shingles beyond Class 4, and we thank them for that support. They are also the sponsors of our radar, which we are using right now to keep an eye on things here this afternoon. So if you're just joining us, we are watching 4 different warnings right now. One of them is a flash flood warning that is off to the southwest of Pueblo for the Aspen Acres burn. That's in effect through the later part of the afternoon. It's not raining there now, but there are some storms off to the west, as you can see. And then a trio of warnings up across the Palmer Divide. This includes southern Jeffco for a storm that is to the west of Highway 67 that could be producing some hail around 1 inch in diameter. A flash flood warning that is up for southeastern Douglas County, southwestern Elbert County. That's in effect through 4:30 this afternoon. And also a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern El Paso County through 2 o'clock with a storm that is weakening now just to the north of Rush. And with that weakening, let's check the wind associated with that. That storm looks like it's below severe levels now to me, but it still has some outflow wind here. You see this red and this green next to each other. Here's what's happening with that. So let me put grab the lines here and get this situated, because I'm going to show you what this flow means. The green is moving toward the radar, and the red is moving away from the radar. So you have a downdraft that's come down out of this storm and is spreading out in all directions. The wind speed currently doesn't look to be at a level of potential damage, at least from what the radar is measuring. You can see here it is, as I said, kind of down below severe levels, but we'll keep an eye on that one. Take you a little bit farther to the north here with the storms that are producing the heavy rain across southeastern Douglas and southwestern Elbert County. Those don't have any strong wind signatures right now. And then the storm that is in southern Jefferson County is also not producing any strong wind at the moment. That one actually has more of a hail threat with it. Around 1 inch or so in diameter, and we'll keep an eye on that here for the next little bit. It's currently located off to the northwest of Deckers and is kind of getting out of where the severe warning is, but we have 2 more minutes before that warning expires. So we'll hang out here and see what the Weather Service is going to do with those storms here over the next little bit, because we might get a new warning issued for that one along Highway 67. It still could be producing some hail around 1 inch or so in diameter. And then, of course, the heavy rain from the storms in southwestern Elbert County. And that storm that I mentioned earlier that's over Kiowa is strengthening now. There's lots of people there this afternoon as the 4-H events really get underway for the Elbert County Fair. Again, if you'd like to join us, you can do so here on Peaks to Plains Weather. You can use our links and you can come on. I'm going to take a short break. When we come back, we'll see what's happening with those warnings as we approach 2 o'clock. I'll be right back here on Peaks to Plains Weather, our weather together.
Hey, this is John May, General Manager of Petrale Roofing, up on another customer's roof doing a free 21-point inspection. If you'd like us to take a look at your roof, give us a call today, 719-375-8773. We'd be happy to take a look and see the condition of your roof. Petrale Roofing, we're a Diamond certified TAMCO installer, which means we can offer a industry-leading 25-year workmanship warranty to give you peace of mind in the storm. Call Petrale Roofing, 719-375-8773. Schedule your free inspection today.
Love your yard with a new outdoor space from F&B Landscaping. From a new build to a new project in an existing yard, we listen and give you the yard you want within your budget. Lawns, water features, xeriscaping. We've got the artistic touch and technical know-how to bring the peak of Colorado outdoor living to your home. Reliable, trustworthy. Visit fblandscapes.com to schedule a free consultation today.
Emergencies are unpredictable, but you don't have to be unprepared. Peak Alerts sends you targeted emergency alerts in real time for evacuation orders, law enforcement activity, missing persons, and more. Choose up to 5 locations that matter to you, like home, work, and school, so you know what's going on and what to do next. It's free, easy to set up, and designed to keep you in control. Know first, act fast. That's the power of Peak Alerts.
Employee pricing is over, but at Phil Long Ford in Motor City, American value still means something. Colorado's best season, Phil Long's biggest discounts of the year, 0% financing, no payments for 90 days. And I'll throw $1,000 towards your down payment. Plus, get a complimentary 2-year premium maintenance plan.
That's the Phil Long way.
We'll beat any deal by $750, and we'll prove it only at the original Ford store in Motor City.
Alrighty, well, we're not going to take a look at the extended forecast here, but we are going to continue to watch what is happening here with these severe thunderstorms. I am Matt Meister. This is Peaks to Plains Weather, and we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued. It is just to the north of Kiowa. This for northwestern Elbert County until 2:30 this afternoon. And if you're wondering, like, oh, why is that away from where the strongest rain and the core of the storm is in northern Elbert County? It's a good question, but the answer is for wind gusts, as I said, would be the biggest risk out there today. And so you can see here where some of these blues are showing up on the radar here is where we're getting some gusts around 50 miles per hour. Some of that in the vicinity of Kiowa here. This is all moving toward the radar that is near Denver International Airport. So all of that kind of moving from south to north if you are in that area. So locations along the Kiowa-Bennett Road, just to the north of Elizabeth, heading toward the Parker area are kind of impacted by this outflow that will be moving here from south to north through the course of the warning over the next half hour. Getting some really good rain in the Kiowa area now, kind of surrounding town. You can see the heaviest rain moving off to the east, and that is off to the north of the flash flood warning that we still have ongoing for this area until 4:30 this afternoon, as we have had more than an inch of rain. This does include the Elbert area. There's about 10 miles between Elbert and Kiowa in southwestern Elbert County, and so some of the creeks in the area, maybe around the Boy Scout Ranch, could be impacted there just to the north of the El Paso County line. We also have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning now for northeastern Teller County and northwestern El Paso County. This is a brand new one that just popped in while we were covering things together here. This includes Woodland Park, it includes Monument, it includes Palmer Lake, and this is in effect until 2:45 this afternoon. This storm is off to the northwest of Colorado Springs, as you can see. It's moving off to the east-northeast at about 15 miles per hour. So if we put a track on that here, that kind of takes it toward the Palmer Lake area over about the next 45 minutes or so. There is a little core with this storm off to the northwest of Woodland Park by a couple of miles. That one may be producing some hail around a half inch or so in diameter, maybe a little bit bigger than that. I'd be surprised if it was around an inch in diameter. Again, wind gusts are the biggest threat with this. It's about 4 miles off to the northwest of Woodland Park. And that storm right now is getting set to cross Highway 67. So if you are driving up toward the Deckers area, about to head out of Woodland Park, might just want to park it for a little bit and let that storm pass. It is also producing some very heavy rain, as you can see here. And there is another cell off to the southwest of Monument that has been strengthening a little bit as well, that is in the process of producing some gusty wind here. So let me zoom in a little bit on this area, and we'll take a look here at some of the wind speeds. If I query around, there's nothing all that strong as of yet, but it is a little bit tough to analyze back here up against some of the terrain. That does impact the radar beam a little bit. We might be getting some gusty wind over the northern sections of the Air Force Academy, around 30 or 35 miles per hour. But as this storm keeps hanging out here, it is going to continue to produce some heavy rain, and that may actually increase the threat of some strong damaging wind gusts over the next 30 minutes or so. Again, to give you a reminder, this is in effect for northwestern El Paso County and northeastern Teller County 2:45 this afternoon. So a couple severe thunderstorm warnings here on the Palmer Divide as we move past 2 o'clock on this Tuesday. There also may be some small hail with this cell that is in the vicinity of Elbert, just off to the west of town here. That one probably producing some hail that is smaller than an inch in diameter, but certainly a possibility with all of the cells where you see some of the pink out there this afternoon, but some incredible rain rates of between 1 and 1.5 inches per hour. And so some of the areas that have already had storms are going to get additional storms moving over them this afternoon. In fact, the storms moving out of northwestern El Paso County will move toward southwestern Elbert County, where we have the flash flood warning that is up. And so you may get what we call training of storms this afternoon. And so by the time the waters are going down, this second round of storms that's currently over the foothills and over the northern flanks of Pikes Peak may be moving your way as well. So let's see. Getting a couple of texts from my wife's family at the Elbert County Fair. And let me pull that up for you, because they are getting some pretty good thunderstorms out there this afternoon. Let me load that up into the weather system for you, because it's a pretty good deluge, as you would expect. So let me get that moved over here. Give me a moment. And my sister-in-law sent this in, so I'll pull that up for you. Show you that. All right. So this is from Tammy Schneider. And let me get this pulled in here. All right. And of course my wife is calling me right now. Sorry, honey. Don't have time for that. Okay. You know what? Let's just talk to Mrs. Meister. Oh, she bailed. She probably figured it out. She'll get the rhythm of Peaks to Plains weather here at some point. She just knows I'm spending lots of time working. Okay. Let's pull this up. And oh, came in upside down. Pretty fascinating what our phones do to images sometimes. Let me resize this here. And all right. So here's from the Elbert County Fair. All the lights and everything on this afternoon. But you can see that the wind coming down pretty good. Nice deluge there. Underneath some of the covered areas that they have, that's where the cattle are. And so they're getting some pretty big impacts here this afternoon. This is not the storm that has the flash flood warning with it, but you can see why storms in the area do have flash flood warnings. So all of these storms that you see are producing heavy rain, which is very, very welcome. They are also producing lightning, so we'll keep an eye out on some fire starts this afternoon. But we've got storms developing west of Colorado Springs, over Fremont County now. All of this is associated with a wave in the atmosphere that is moving across the region today and is going to keep these storms rolling off to the east here as we head through the remainder of the afternoon. That's why the National Weather Service has a severe thunderstorm watch that is up for the eastern plains, because all of this activity is going to head east through the remainder of the afternoon. And we may have more additional coverage to do for you through the afternoon as well. Chris Baker just saw that and said, wow, about the rain coming down in Kiowa. Jamie says, keep up the great work. Thanks, Jamie. We appreciate that here at Peaks to Plains Weather. It is just me today. Rachel has some family things the next couple of days. Her boys are ring bearers in a wedding. And Mary, of course, if you missed, had her baby yesterday. So she and her husband, David, are welcoming the new one into the family, and we wish her a big congratulations for that. We'll take a short break here. Those of you kind of on the northwest side of the Colorado Springs metro area, up around Monument, up into northern Teller County, dealing with a severe thunderstorm here. This severe thunderstorm warning is up through 2:45 from what I remember. Pretty sure that's right. Let's check it out here. There you go. Again, does include Palmer Lake, it does include Monument, and it does include Woodland Park. Any hail with these two kind of cores that we're watching, where you see some of the pinks showing up, could be around an inch in diameter, but wind gusts are really the bigger threat here, not just with that storm, but the other ones that we have out there today. So we will continue to watch storms as we move through the afternoon. It is going to be a busy one. Just know, if you get underneath one of the storms today, some heavy rain, and maybe some wind gusts as well. A severe thunderstorm watch is up for northeastern Colorado. This does include the Palmer Divide here, Douglas County, Elbert County, Lincoln County, and areas off to the northeast until 8 p.m. this evening. So it will continue to be busy here, and we're on it. This is Peaks to Plains weather, our weather together.
Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee.
Here's to 150 years of the state we call home.
Hello? Is Misty there?
She is. She's just finishing up with someone. You want to hold on?
Sure, I will do so. How are you today?
I am good. How are you doing?
I'm good. You know.
Yeah?
I'm working like you guys.
Oh, sure. Making the